thought I'd give a little update on my garden. It hasn't been as successful as previous years, but yeah, I thought I'd give a little rundown of what worked and what hasn't worked. I got a few crops, but been kind of attacked by various things. But yeah, I'll give you a little update of what happened here. In here there's some beetroot. Yeah, I ended up with loads of beetroot because I planted some over there, but they all got attacked by slugs. So I just decided to plant loads, and now I have loads of beetroot. So I think with these, I want to make some chocolate and beetroot cake, and I might try and pickle some. Down here was my leftover experimental tomatoes. So it's just a mess of tomatoes. I might try and make green tomato chutney. But yeah, they didn't turn out too bad. But likewise with the beetroot, these were my leftover tomatoes because I didn't want to overload the polytunnel like I did last year. So I just put these outside to see what they do. And yeah, they kind of fended all right for themselves, apart from various being overtaken by weeds. But yeah, I don't think these are going to ripen. So I think I might have to take these out and then turn these into a chutney. Down here are my potatoes. I've never grown potatoes, so I'm going to dig these up and see what happens. In this bed, as you can probably tell, was my strawberries. I got quite a few from here, not as many as the previous year. I planted these last December, but yeah, I think quite a few got attacked by birds, even though I did put that netting on it. In here, as you can see, these got attacked by slugs, unfortunately. So yeah, these got decimated by slugs. Brassicas especially. I think I'm going to build a frame and net it, and I won't take that off, and I'll water them through the net. I think I'll have one cabbage this year, but yeah, the rest of all just cabbage whites. Kind of went to town on these. My sweet corn, on the other hand, actually did quite well. Oh well, I got a few cobs, which is great. I have to take these out. But yeah, no. But yeah, my sweet corn did really well. So I think next year I will definitely grow sweet corn again. Behind the sweet corn, I had my peas, which aren't much to look at now, but I got quite a few peas off them. In here housed my sunflowers, which did well. I did plant more, but they got slugged. These were cauliflowers in here. Yeah, because they were brassicas, I didn't cover them well enough, and they've all kind of been attacked by slugs. So yeah, I think they've pretty much gone to seed. So I'm lucky there. There's some more beetroot behind, which I'll harvest later, but yeah. In here I planted quite a few onions, and everything was covered, but yeah, the chickens got in here and rooted around, and then the slugs kind of picked everything up. And I kind of left it to get covered by weeds, but there's a few. really nice sweet smelling onions. In here was my courgette and cabbage patch, but I only got a few courgettes off here, which was quite disappointing. Maybe I complained too much last year when I had a glutton of courgettes, but yeah, I only got a few. Oh, that sucks. I was hoping to make pumpkin soup this year. I think next year I'm definitely growing my pumpkins upright again, because last year I grew them on that frame behind me. They just kind of get opened up to little critters being down here. I've got a few yellow courgettes, but yeah, I've got a pumpkin there still. But yeah, I'm not holding my breath for these, I'm afraid. Behind me is my mini sweet corn, which was another first this year. And they've been quite interesting. My leek that I let go to seed. My purple cabbage slash my purple, I think, pak choy, and overflow cabbage. I just didn't cover things correctly and everything's just been eaten. So yeah, next year I might grow fewer brassicas, and the ones I do grow, they're going to be imprisoned in this netting. In there was kale. The chickens got in there and just rooted it all up and it never really recovered, so I kind of gave up on my kale. I'm quite intrigued to see what's in here. So yeah, I'm going to go dig up these now and let's have a look at how well my two potatoes and my sweet potato did. So I'd say that's varying success with the potatoes. Some better than others, but not bad for a first attempt. So in here is my messy polytunnel, where my kind of tomatoes have all run a bit wild because I've neglected them. But here are my sunflowers, which I kept the seeds from. So yeah, I got a few tomatoes this year. They were super sweet. I think I like the small variety the most. I think I'll definitely be making some chutney this year. I kind of found, because I grew tomatoes in here last year, and the ones which had like rotted down and they've kind of re-sowed themselves. So even though I kept numbers down in here with my tomatoes, a few sprung up here and there. Sadly, my peppers haven't really done anything. They're going to flower now, but I don't think they're going to do anything. Cucumbers off this mini munch. I see somebody else has been munching it as well. But yeah, no, that was a successful cucumber plant. I have been harvesting little things here and there from the garden, like coming in for like the sweet corn and the peas and bits and bobs. I think because I'm comparing what I've grown this year to last year, I remember last year I had like a lot more harvest, but This year it's been quite a few more misses than hits, so to speak, but I'm not complaining. Got quite a good haul of tomatoes. The potatoes were interesting. I think I'll try and grow them again next year. I think the sweet potatoes needed more room than being trapped in that grow bag, I feel. But still edible. But yeah, not a bad haul. Like, considering this year there's been slugs, chickens, I think there's been a few mice hanging around. And next year I'm going to grow fewer crops and focus on certain individual vegetables instead. We'll see what happens next year.